All right, so the crypto market has been extremely volatile over the last couple of days. We've seen Bitcoin cross above $69,000 per coin and be as low as around $65,000 per coin. And a lot of people are wondering right now, are we about to see record high prices for Bitcoin? Are we going to start to see 80, 90, potentially $100,000 per coin leading up into the election? Or are we going to see a big correction back down to around that $40,000 per coin level? And right now, if we're looking at the overall crypto market, we've seen that Bitcoin is trading right around $67,000 to $68,000 per coin, and Ethereum is just under $2,700 per coin. And the big thing right now in terms of Bitcoin is that we had pointed out this key area for Bitcoin right here. We had said, look, if we can close on the daily charts above $64,700, around $65,000 per coin, well, then that would be an extremely bullish sign for the overall market. And now we saw that happen on the daily charts. Now we're just at this key resistance level of right around $69,000 per coin. You can see that we have not been above this level on the daily time frame since well back in June of this year, and it really only happened for like a day or two. So right now we are in between this range of around 69,000 down to this lower level of right around $66,000 per coin. But if we can just continue to hold this level, hold it strong, I'm expecting that we will see record high prices very, very soon. So this is something to look forward to if you're a crypto investor. And other thing that we are seeing is that now we are finally back into the greed territory on the crypto fear and greed index. So this is something that is good to see. We had been in neutral or fear for a little while there, but now we're in greed. We're not in extreme greed just yet, but this is a good place to be for, just the beginning of a massive push upwards. Next up is I want to talk about a project that is set to have its TGE in just a couple of days on October 23rd. The project is called Seedworld, and this project is a UGC gaming infrastructure project that's set to become the virtual world of Web3. It's been built by Seedify, which is the largest Web3 gaming incubator in the entire crypto space, and this has been like an in-house project since 2021 for them. So Seedworld has a team of like 90 people, and if you're looking at the project, their graphics are unmatched, and their website really showcases this. You can go ahead to their website and see all about how it says, join their growing builder community today, stake your NFTs for Seedworld, and dev updates. And the cool thing about it is in their white paper, it says how Seedworld's focus is on providing players with the tools needed to build their own gaming experience and expand on gaming metaverse together. With their user-generated content engine, users can create unique lands, deploy 3D assets, and produce amazing games with drag-and-drop features and frameworks without any prior coding skills. They also are going to be curating their own game modes, like the first, which is launching, called Beyond the Keep in February of 2025. But this is a project that is trying to completely reinvent and pioneer Web3 gaming moving forward. So this project is set to have its TGE in the next couple of days on October 23rd. And it's a project that you definitely need to keep on your radar. You guys have seen us talk about very successful IDOs in the last couple of weeks, and I think this project is going to do even better than a lot of these. Now let's switch gears and talk a little bit about altcoins, because if we're looking at altcoins, one in particular is going to be with Cardano. Cardano, in a recent conference, Charles Hoskinson, the founder of Cardano, came out and said, look, in the next decade or so, Cardano is going to surpass Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of market cap. He says in the overall network. This is at the 4th annual Cardano Summit in Buenos Aires, Argentina. And he said that this milestone will happen in the next decade or so for Cardano, and he talked all about it in this event. But Bloomberg analysts and many people over on X are basically saying there's no way this is going to happen. Bloomberg senior analyst Eric Balkunas came out and said, look, pretty lofty goal. Any chance this actually happens? And he said, so clearly no one believes this will happen. Makes me wonder if he really believes what he's saying. And a lot of people have been critical of Cardano's price over the last couple of years, because if you look at Cardano, it's currently ranked 11 in terms of overall market cap, and we can see that really it hasn't done much of anything in the last couple of years. But the good news in terms of Cardano, the reason why I'm bullish on it, is because we're continuously seeing its overall ecosystem grow. We're seeing more and more projects build on its ecosystem, and also recently we did an entire video talking about how Cardano had some major developments with its smart contract. And if we take a look at the smart contract, we could see that over on X, we posted about this and we talked about articles that were saying, look, Cardano hosted the first legally enforceable smart contract. It was signed in Argentina. There's dozens and dozens of people talking about this. And so this is the main reason why I'm bullish on Cardano, is because they have partnerships with governments around the world. They're working with governments all around the world. We're seeing the ecosystem continuously grow despite people saying it's totally dead. And that's something that I personally like to see with a project. So despite prices not really been seeing anything special over this bull market, I'm still expecting big things in the future for Cardano, because we see that Charles Hoskinson, he basically came out and said, look, that's going to be bigger than Ethereum and Bitcoin in the next few decades. And he says that all governments, and he believes many governments all around the world, are going to be on the Cardano blockchain and working within the Cardano's infrastructure rather than Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now let's switch gears and talk about some major developments taking place in the crypto space, but also in the corporate space, because we have seen that Tesla recently transferred $765 million in Bitcoin into some unidentified wallets. This is pretty big because a lot of people are saying, look, what is Tesla going to do next with their Bitcoin holdings? Are they going to maybe sell? Why are they transferring it out of this wallet into some unidentified wallets? Why wouldn't they just keep it there if they were planning on holding it? Some people say maybe it's for security. Other people are saying that they're potentially selling it. So let me know in the comments what you think they're doing with this Bitcoin. Do you think they're potentially selling this, or do you think they're just trying to move it, maybe make it a little bit more secure, move it to places that people don't necessarily know, like into some unidentified wallets? The last thing I do want to go over is going to be with CNBC, because in CNBC today we saw that they talked a little bit about crypto in their programming. And in their program, they said, look, $190 million of Bitcoin and crypto have been used for political donations for the U.S. presidential election this year in 2024. There's been $130 million spent on congressional races. And you can see that this is a massive amount of capital that's being used for donations. And that's something that is pretty interesting, because we're seeing that despite what a presidential candidate's stance is on crypto, doesn't matter if it's Trump, doesn't matter if it's Kamala Harris, doesn't matter. Ultimately, whatever their stance is, we're seeing hundreds of millions of dollars used for political donations. We actually saw the XRP founder donate quite a bit of money. You can see that billionaire Ripple founder has given more than $11.8 million to Harris in the form of XRP. And a lot of people are saying, oh, why is he sending over money for Kamala Harris when she's not the most bullish on crypto? That doesn't really make sense. But either way, it doesn't matter. The important thing to us is that we're seeing that crypto is being actively used for a lot of different donations in the U.S. presidential election. That shows that it's widely accepted. It shows it's in mainstream more, and that's only beneficial for crypto holders long term. So if we're seeing all of these things going on in the overall market, it makes me pretty excited about where we're currently at in Bitcoin. Yes, we did see a rejection at this key level of right around $69,000 per coin, but we have seen this long wick down. We saw a lot of buying pressure, and I am really expecting Bitcoin to break through $70,000 per coin very soon and start to break through these all-time highs of right around that $73,000 to $74,000 per coin range. So keep an eye out on all this, the overall market, Cardano, and just with altcoins in general.